Alrighty, can everyone hear me? Today is going to be packed. Good. I was going to cover the demo of Mega Man Nocturne, but for some reason, every time I tried opening up the demo, I kept airing out when I started the stage, so yeah, it's been taking off. I haven't seen anyone else have the issue, so unfortunate. I really wanted to showcase it because it's a bit different than the usual fare. Well, at least we have Mega and Beyond to replace that. But first, time to get the sequel out of the way. It's not really Let's Plays of the last three because they're demos. I consider them Let's Tries because I'm technically sampling them. Especially Beyond, but really only Dark Legacy is the Let's Play. Beyond, not behind. Only Dark Legacy is a full game, so that gets the Let's Play. Crossing fingers. In the year 20XX, Dr. Wily again unleashes his robots upon the world. And what? Oops. Hold on a bit. That shouldn't happen. Yeah, the game actually froze for 2 seconds, so you ended up missing something there. Let's do this properly this time. In the year 20XX, Dr. Wily again unleashes his robots upon the world. And once again, only Mega Man can stand before him and end his reign of terror. Greetings everyone, my name is Zetterville, and I welcome you all to my blind, live Let's Play of Mega Man Dark Legacy, an 8-bit Mega Man Classic fan game developed by Oldradagast. This is technically the sequel of Mega Man Dr. Wily Wanders Off. So without further ado, let's begin. Here's a selection of 8 RMs, starting from the bottom: Fission Man, Steel Man, Gold Man, Flame Woman, Hail Man, Tundra Man, Ocean Man, and Scarab Man. Who should I go after first? Flame Woman it is. Flame Woman it is. And I apologize in advance. And as this is a blind Let's Play, I apologize in advance for any silly mistakes or false assertions I'll make. In fact, let me fix something right now. Apparently this game is a bit more CPU bound than I expected it to be. It shouldn't be this slow. Oh goody, something's denying my access too. Ah, beautiful. When I first tested this wasn't this laggy. Anyways, we basically got the same control set of Dr. Wily Wanders Off, but with the addition of sliding. And we have the return of the anvil enemies. Like with most of my other live Let's Plays, this will be edited down in post. Thankfully I can break out of sliding. Although, strangely enough, sliding is actually slightly slower than walking. Or at least it feels slightly slower. Hello there, Steel Dog. Well, at least the enemies aren't just push. Well, at least most of the enemies don't deal. Well, at least the enemies aren't just pushovers now. Well, first death. And just like in the original, and just like in its predecessor, we have save states. Which I will be abusing quite a bit. Not as much as the previous game though, but I will be using it quite a bit. But as I was saying, at least the enemies deal a decent amount of damage to me now. In the predecessor, most enemies barely dealt enough damage to me. So welcome to stream, everyone. And strangely enough, the lag problems are gone. I guess the lava was causing all of that. Oh, those steel dogs. They are no pushover. Well, at least the stages aren't too long. And unlike Shield Woman, you aren't a pushover either. Your pattern's actually interesting. Despite only having one attack. Never mind, he jumped twice there. Almost did it there. I panicked a bit. Yeah, the physics feel more... Yeah, the physics for this iteration feel closer to the original games. So that's an improvement as well. Best to stay closer to her so you don't mess up the pattern. And she only releases her fire wave if there's none on screen. And after she jumps once. And by defeating her I get the fireball. Who should I go after next? Tundraman it is. And all the arm designs are basically recolored versions of the original arm. And yes, all the arm designs are essentially recolored Roadmasters. Sometimes with some extra bits added, like with Scarab Man. Toadman with some extra horns. I'm hoping this fixes the lag. That's the strangest thing. It feels like this game was released in a closer date. It feels like this game was released in the 2010s, but I still don't know why parts of the stage lag so much. It's almost as if there's improper garbage collection. As in, objects are not being deleted in time. This game's predecessor had a similar problem. Let's try out the fireball. So basically a buster replacement. Whoa, I was able to cancel out of my knockback. I probably want to save this for weaknesses. Yeah, we don't get the ground wave, unfortunately. That'll be the best part of the weapon. This game's keyboard only. This game's keyboard only, by the way, and you can't change the controls. Well, at least we made it to the boss with barely any problems. If anything, this game will be as short as its predecessor. Okay then. And that pushes me back, by the way. I basically tanked all of his attacks. And by defeating him, I get the Arctic Blast. Next up. Scarab Man it is. Of all the other things this game gets wrong. Oh wait. For a moment there I thought that was acid. Oh goody. The spikes in the grass still oh goody. The spikes hitting the grass return. Considering all the other things this game does poorly, I don't really mind it, Panta. Now let's try the Arctic Blast. Ow. Is it really this strong? Oh, it fires 3 shots at once, but because of how slow it spreads, it's like a medium-range shotgun. In other words, I found my favorite weapon of the game. In other words, I found my current favorite weapon of the game. Even better than the fireball. This is basically like the shotgun ice, but better. Especially combined with this game's more generous drop rate. Oh no, here comes the lag. That's alright, Lee. You haven't gone too far yet. Keep going. Well, if you say so. It feels more powerful, at least in this game's with this game's enemy setup. Yeah, it's basically a frozen fireball that spreads. Of course, it's actually better. It's actually superior to the fireball. Probably ice enemies are immune to it though, to balance it out. Now onto the boss. Let's see if not Toadman has some tricks up his sleeves. The sad thing is, this is actually harder than the original Toadman. He falls easily nonetheless. And by defeating him I get the Scarab Shield. Let's hope it's better than the previous game's Shield of Shields. Ocean Man it is, aka Recolored Waveman. It seems that all the bosses have lower iframes than they should, which is why I'm able to damage tank them. Compared with the previous game though, at least more of the enemies have been modified. They aren't just carbon copies of the original classic counterparts. They aren't just carbon copies of their original classic versions. They aren't just carbon copies of their original versions. Let's try the Scarab Shield. You can have up to 2 of them on at once. Doesn't work against everything though. Let me try something. It does wear off over time though. Like the Shield of Shields, unfortunately. It does a bit. It lasts longer compared to the Shield of Shields though, so it has an improvement. And it takes out the Spinies. Thank you for the extra life. Any shield that you can combine with the Buster or any shield that you can combine with the Mega Buster or another special weapon is decent in my book. Is at the very least decent in my book. Even if it can only take one hit, you can always just use it for extra insurance then. Okay. Excuse me? Let's try it again. I guess this weak point has been changed. It's just higher up. And this time the lanternfish decide to just give up. Thank you, I guess. Also, thank you for the extra life there. Instead, the lanternfish's revenge is to start lagging the game. Well, that's the save state, as Sylvian points out. Finally, is someone interesting, boss. Now if you only had more iframes. Still a rather easy boss, and probably should have one more attack. Like if those anchors came down faster. How to boss 102. This is actually almost okay, and by defeating him I get the anchor drop. Vision Man it is. We still don't have a boss intro cutscene for the RMs. Alright, let's try the anchor drop. Let me guess. It's basically the anvil drop, but better. Although that's not really saying much because I can't spam it. And it doesn't really deal that much damage. I'll use it for aerial coverage when necessary. I'd rather just use stuff like the Fireball and Arctic Blast. Vision is splitting, fusion is combining. Mets are actually ironically one of the more dangerous enemies of the game. That's what I was worried about. Pretty much the best part of this game is the fact you can save and load state. I wish more fan games gave you that option. And perhaps some of the graphical options. And perhaps more graphical options. I forgot that the Potens explode like that. If you destroy Potens, they self-destruct, and that explosion can harm you. Which is exactly what happened there. Yeah, not introduced in a proper environment. I really want those. Photons are basically flying walking bombs. Also, don't shoot these will explode. I knew that was gonna happen. Well, jump is working, it's just that the edge detection is different. The jumping is working, it's just the edge detection. Also, falling into pits has been fixed a bit. In the previous game, you couldn't fall into pit. You couldn't be knocked into pits like that. Of course, the end was right over here. Interesting, Daibuman. I like to play that. Megamix is an engine, so it doesn't really matter. You can still make recreations using that. What you're referring to is more Magmal Tree. And he has access to the Blade Cracker. If you're going to recreate a level from Sonic, ask Ace Spark for tips. Purple Chill Man, but with the Blade Cracker. Still not too difficult. And by defeating him, I get the Atomic Splitter. And as I was saying, Buster, it doesn't really matter if you make a recreation or not because A, Megamix is an engine, it won't restrict you from that. Dual Man it is. Well, I guess Jonah Man's team can sound a bit creepy. Anyways, here's the Atomic Splitter, or Atom Splitter. Basically the Blade Cracker, if you could spam it more. And it pierces through enemy guards, so we have another good weapon of the game. We can only fire it left and right. We can only fire it horizontally, though. I'll probably save for weaknesses, or if I'm in a tougher situation. Oh yeah, I forgot. They emerge from the ground. If you're going to remake a Shovel Knight stage, try remaking one of the stages from the latter half of the game. Hello there, Doc Robot. Oh, Doc Propeller. Was it Doc Propeller or Doc Air? Of course, that's not the end of the stage yet. We still have more to go. Oh, you're right. Thanks for the reminder, Sylveon. It's Doc Lawnmower. Bye, Sniper Joe. Bye, Sniper Joe. Who's next up on the machines? Oh, that's the end of the stage. Only one rematch? Perhaps that's randomized. Oh. Didn't realize you could summon flying Dockrons. A boss that can summon enemies is interesting. That heals him, but doesn't heal me. Oh boy, it's lagging now. The toughest boss so far, but not by much. You just need to take out the Dockrons as quickly as possible, and by defeating him I get the soul shot. Hail Man it is. So I'll end off with Metal Man with a face. How does this work? Is this how I think it's working? Okay, so if you hit an enemy with a soul shot, there's a random chance they'll drop some pickups. And if you destroy an enemy with a soul shot, there's a 100% chance it'll drop a pickup. And watch as I fall into the pit because of being pushed back. Nevertheless, that seems interesting. Now, if only there's a chance Now, if there was only a chance it would drop it could drop a large pickup. Edge jumping. Still. Well, we're getting near the end, and it's been on my list for so long, so I decided to get it over with. This game will probably take about 20 to 30 minutes more, then it'll be done. That's why I'm so thankful this game has save states. And why I'm so heavily using special weapons. If you don't want to watch, you can come back in about 20-30 minutes, where I'll start covering Mega Man Beyond. That's a much better game, even though it's a demo. Shows a lot more promise. And besides, as Daibuman has pointed out, this is far from being the worst Mega Man fan game we played. See Blue Boy as a good example. See Blue Boy as being a good example of the worst one. At least this one's trying to be authentic. Blue Boy just failed in many other categories. This feels like a Mega Man Classic fan game. This feels like a Mega Man Classic game. Not a good one, mind you, but... Oh, don't remind me of R. Easily the worst game I played of 2019. You should have jumped higher there. The lag is eating me up. It's over. In my Phoenium, I get the Hailstone. So off to Steelman, aka Metal Man with a face. And just for safety, I'm gonna deliberately game over and get up to full. And by the way, Daibuman, there is a Rockman R2 out. Eventually, I will produce an LP of Rockman R using the stream footage. How many months it takes. Yeah, it was out a few years back actually. It's not abandonware though, so I can't exactly find a copy of it. And I don't want to spend X number of dollars on that game. I would rather play hundreds of these fan games over that. You know, this is better than the OG Crystal, I'd say. I mean, it's even better than the Anvil Drop. Slash Anchor Drop. I mean, it's even better than the Anchor Drop. If you showed me this section in Mega Man Maker, I would think there'd be a firewall chasing me. Gemini laser, but not as bad, and it doesn't lag the game. And I can spam it. And his travel distance is nothing to sneeze at either. If this wasn't another Mega Man classic, if this wasn't another Mega Man game, I'd like it. It's like a decent long-range buster replacement. It's a decent medium to long-range arcing weapon. The other good weapons in the game are the Arctic Blast and Atom Splitter. And just like its predecessor, some stages are much easier than others. What tricks do you have up your sleeve? Alright then, Metal Man with a modified attack pattern. That's alright, I knew it was gonna fall once. If those metal blades didn't bounce, this wouldn't be too bad. This wouldn't be too hard. Or if I could shoot down the blades. He jumped right into me. If he's far enough away, I can direct the bouncing blades away. Unironically, I think this is one of the more enjoyable encounters, although that's not really saying much. And by defeating him, I get the steel blade. Level 1, the castle courtyard. Welp, it seems that Wally Castle has been struck with a poison... Welp, it seems like Wally Castle has been struck with a poison rainstorm. Has been struck with a toxic rainstorm. Let's try the steel blade. So metal blade, but it can only fire in 6 different directions, and it bounces. And you have much less ammo. Yeah, I'd rather use another weapon. Okay, so some enemies are immune to this. Well, it makes sense, as you get the hailstone from the same stage you encounter the clouds. That immediately makes sense. Yeah, this mini track actually sounds nice. Maybe not nice, but okay to decent. Yet again, the most dangerous parts of these stages are the knockback and the metals. Well, to be fair, I do have the Blade Cracker, aka Atomic Splitter, so I should be using that more. Oh yeah, big guys also act like walking bombs when they explode. Well, time to bring out the soul shot. Really? I can't make that jump, apparently. Even though it looks like I should be able to. Indeed, Panta. Compared with the previous midis, the sound quality here feels like it's several generations ahead. Of course, this is also likely due to Mega Man 9 coming out much later following Mega Man 7 and 8. Well, I should have known to put that there. Really? You should have put a checkpoint here. And yes, ladders don't act the tops of ladders don't act like solid objects unless you walk on top of them. If you jump on top of them, you'll fall right through. Alright, who's our first fortress boss then? Hollow Devil? Okay then. Hollow Devil? Alrighty then. Well, let's do this again. Let's try sussing out weaknesses. I will be using save states for this. Oh boy, Lao's lagging. You're lagging the simulation. Oh good, it's the fire weapon. Oh good, it's the fireball. Can get about 3 shots per cycle. What? Didn't expect that. It's over. Level 2, the Flooded Halls. And this time weapons are not restored per stage. Cyber Joes are oddly weak. They probably should have at least 2 or 3 more HP. Right now they only have 7 HP. not really fun. It's just okay at best. Really stretching best there. This remix is, I'd say, decent. I still like the original over this one. Yeah, I wouldn't call Shadow Devil good, but at least it's different. I wish it had more. I wish it had more phases as well, where it transformed into the other Y machines. And following tradition, Wally 2 is a water stage. And jumping off of sides of platforms, and jumping off the edges of platforms is still a bit of a pain. Well, that wasn't too long. Who's next? These are immune to my shots, by the way, but they will explode over time. Double duck run. If anything, this felt more like a mini-boss than an actual fortress boss. On to level 3, the guard tower. That looked more goofy to me, Daibuman. Really, stealing the name from Sylveon now, Skull Duplana should have had one more attack. Like directly firing a projectile at us. Eventually I'll get up there. I did that, Gokulus, on extreme mode. Being able to duck in that game makes that fight so much more manageable. And my apologies, I should be using my other special weapons more, give them some more time to shine. Although as I said, I only find Trita special weapons to be good. Well, 2 good, 1 almost good to decent. The lag returns with a vengeance. Again, garbage collection. And some enemies are immune to it, of course. At least enemies don't respawn if you... scroll back on. At least enemies don't respawn if you scroll them back on screen. If you scroll their spawn point back on screen. And of course, we can't forget about the music fading out for some reason. And the anvil droppers. Well, you know what that means. Double shield time. And that can still happen. As I was saying, double shield time. And it can still hit me because it doesn't block those projectiles. Gee, tanks. That's how you do it. Exactly, Dive Woman. It tries to, but unfortunately, even with the tools, the early game is rough. I'll put it this way, X7 is plain out boring, X6 is painful and straight up unfun. I don't mind X6 being a guilty pleasure though. Okay then, let me guess. Wait. So yeah, it can only be damaged by the atomic splitter. I get a lot more ammo for it though, so it's not too bad. I mean, if I miss a few shots, it isn't too bad. Level 4, Shadows of the Past. Ground Scaravich himself isn't too bad, it's the stage, which is annoying. And for anyone watching, if you want to play X6, please play the hacked version, which tries to fix a lot of problems. It's still under heavy development though, pre-alpha, but it makes the whole experience more enjoyable. It makes the whole experience more enjoyable. Well, unless you're a speedrunner, then you play 0. Jumping off the edges of platforms. Again, it makes sense why the Curlinger enemies are immune to the ice weapon. Okay, no then. Oh boy. Why is it that the lag randomly starts up? Let me out of here. Oh, this is actually the rematch stage. I honestly thought it was going to be something else. Time to assess the weaknesses then. Scarab Man, I guess Arctic Blast. Scarab Man. I think his weakness is the Arctic Blast. What? He can fire it upwards too now? He never did that before. Sadly, there was not enough weapon refills for this. Just to be sure, let me try out the other weapons. Never mind, Scarab Man's actual weakness is the Steel Blade. I hope, at least. Again, this stage should have given me more refills for my special weapons, especially compared to the previous one. Hail Man, Hail Man, your weakness is the Soul Shot. I'll be abusing save states so the final footage looks a bit better. Steel Man, your weakness is the Fireball. Because I guess the fire melts the steel. Tundra Man. Thunderman, I don't have his weakness. It's probably the Atom Splitter. Again, the stage should have given me more pickups. Fission Man, your weakness is the Aggro Drop. Still a bit awkward to use. Fission Man, your weakness is the Aggro Drop. Unfortunately, it's still a bit awkward to use. And it has a really low refire rate for whatever reason. Pretty shoddy weakness, all things considered. Flame Woman, your weakness is the Arctic Blast. Ocean Man, your weakness is the Hailstone. Ocean Man, your weakness is the Hailstone. Because I guess the hail freezes you? So last but not least, That leaves the Scarab Shield for Ghoulman. Yeah. It destroys him. Oh, now you give me the pickups? Gee, thanks. This is why you put the pickups before, Dan. This is why you put the pickups before the rematches, so you don't have to force a game over. Hello, Wily 6 Machine. Hello, Wily Machine 6. One of the situations where I wish I'd eat tanks. Take two. I was trying to slide there. Oh, it goes downwards too. What? Okay. Still have to get the timing down. Once I get the timing down, it isn't too bad. I still would like if I could carry one E-tank though. Goodbye, Wily. One more left. Still better than the previous... Still better than the last game's Wily capsule. Who's next? Base? Okay then. I like Wally and his throne. I like the throne Wally's sitting on. Of course, he can shoot down like that. No worries. Bye, base. Perfect. He could have just left, but he decided to be more trolly and attack Wily directly. Dr. Y is defeated and now rules the prison cell, but his legacy and greatest creation lives on. So that marks the end of this game. So I suppose this is a good time to give my overall thoughts on Mega Man Dark Legacy as a whole. First, starting off with the graphics and music. Graphics were basically the same graphics from the original classic games, just rearranged and slightly touched up in a few scenarios. Music. All the musical tracks are funky MIDI remixes of the classic themes, barring the exception of Mega Man 9's Wily 1. That was the only MIDI track I consider to be decent, I'd say. Gameplay-wise, it's basically more of the same we've seen since Wily wanders off. Although I say that this game is slightly better than the previous one, weapons feel more balanced, although I still say that 3 weapons clearly outshine the rest. 2 weapons I'd say are great, 1 is decent, the rest, save them for weapon weaknesses. The best weapons in the game were definitely the Arctic Blast and the Atomic Splitter. Arctic Blast for being a great buster replacement, basically a medium-range shotgun. And the Atomic Splitter basically being a Belay Cracker, which is buffed up a bit because you can spam it more, and the explosion can pierce through enemy guards and last longer than what you expect. The Hailstone is a nice medium to long range arcing weapon. In another Mega Man fan game, this would be one of the better weapons to use, but it's outclassed by the previous 2. Its range is longer than what you expect. As Daibuman and someone else pointed out, it's basically if the Gemini laser was better. I love the ending of the story though, that was unexpected. So in effect, all the complaints I had in Wily's Wanders Off apply to this game. Maybe slightly to maybe to a lesser extent in a few spots, but overall this game was below par and I don't recommend you play this. There are much better Mega Man fan games out there. Well then, I hope you all enjoyed my Let's Play of Mega Man Dark Legacy, viewers. If you enjoyed this Let's Play, please rate, comment, favorite, and or subscribe, as they all help out the channel. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well, and join my Discord server, as I regularly post updates there. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all in a future Let's Play. Alright, I'll be right back in a moment. I need to set up the next game. And I'm back. Now, time to move on to a game which I consider to be at the very least decent, and it looks much more promising. Here we go. In the year 20XX, Dr. Wily is dead. Starting off grim, I see. After so many years trying to conquer the world, his health was not the same. Not even the greatest evil genius ever could defeat that. The ambition that once was a threat to the world is now over. Until X5. People could live in peace once again. For a while. He deserved it. But then, a new group of robots that worship Dr. Wily as their savior has formed. They've called themselves the Cult of Wily. Even harmless robots or robots once seen as heroes have joined the group. They want revenge against Mega Man, who is seen as the greatest robot killer in history, and a traitor of his own kind. Dr. Wily's ambition must be fulfilled, and robots must thrive as the superior race. They are now attacking and destroying entire cities. Is humankind doomed? Mega Man promptly accepted his fate and volunteered once more to protect the world. But he is not alone. Proto Man, now equipped with a new enhanced learning chip, couldn't let him go alone in a dangerous mission. And even Base didn't like the idea of Mega Man being better than him. Also, those worshippers must know something about Wily's love. I'll have to re-record the last half. It's going a bit too fast. Greetings everyone, my name is Trevguy, and I welcome you all to my Let's Try of the 2017 demo of Mega Man Beyond, an 8-bit Mega Man Classic fan game in development by Axon. These are going to be my first impressions, so I apologize in advance for any silly mistakes or false assertions I'll make. First, let me check out the gamepad config in case something got changed. Good, everything's set. So let's begin. I will be showcasing each of the 3 characters as they get their own special abilities and special weapons. Starting off with Mega Man, our normal mode. The only 2 accessible ones are Spirit Woman and Antenna Man, I think. Let's start off with Spirit Woman then. The start wasn't really that edgy to me. So let's see. I won't unlock the special weapons just yet though. So we gain access to E, W, and M tanks, Eddy, Half Damage, Beat, and Spike Guard. We also have bolts. So the Mega Man 6 Charge Shot. I love that face up there. But as I was saying, I don't really feel the opening is that edgy, Buster. That is a natural part of life. Controls feel fairly accurate. Getting attacked by being chased by these flames. So some of these paintings come to life. The Call to Why doesn't really feel that edgy to me yet. And knowing Wily, he probably uploaded his brain into an AI system. And no, YouTube, this will not have online co-op. Hello, Castlevania Seal. Hello, Castlevania chandeliers. Wait, are these solid? No. I swear there's a secret in there. Well, I might as well take a look at this after I defeat the stage. I might as well take a look at the others. I might as well take a look at the special weapons once I complete the stage. It's becoming my mission to get hit by almost every chandelier, it seems. One life for a life. Those enemies are a bit annoying if you don't constantly shoot them. At the very... And it got knocked off by the chandelier again. Yet again, I'm paying more attention to other things. I need to get used to it again. I noticed too, the team is changing. It got a bit higher pitch. You mean the yellow? You mean the orange ones? I don't mind the red ones. It's just me being incompetent. That's all. The ones that throw pebbles, those are the more annoying ones. I don't really have a problem with the flying ones because I'm having a problem now mainly because this is my first time. Don't use me as a reference to change it now. Most of the time when we first play these stages, we'll have some problems. Yeah, I need base for that. Made it. Or did I? Okay, I actually made it. For a moment there I thought it was the mid-boss. So the shield user of the group. This could be more of a problem if I was playing as base. And down she goes. This was a stage on normal mode, by the way. So far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I find the only enemies that throw rocks when you hurt them to be a bit of a nuisance. The rest of the stage, I'd say, is fine. So Antenna Man's stage is also here. Let's try this out. So, it starts as a shield, but if you fire it again, it becomes a homing weapon. It homes in, but if you fire it again, it homes in at the closest enemy. Oh, hi there. Literal Matenas. I wonder if they're referencing Starforce with that. I meant to jump there, but again, quick sliding is enabled. Ah, I see why it's there. It's to show how it bounces. You can't get hurt by it unless you walk to the left, so it's fine. I'm gonna deliberately do a game over here because I have 2 low lives. Well, might as well take a look at the other weaponry. D-Blast. Literally one of the weapons I actually made in my own time. S-Scale. Mirror Image. Copy Vision, eat your heart out. The F-Bubble. So, kind of like the Danger Wrap. And the Sea Chopper. Nah, I say you should play it, it's fun. This actually does 2 things, Snivy. It has both a password system and a save and load system, I think. Though the orange ones are the really scary ones. Ow. Hang on a minute, I see that. Sadly, I can't wait. Okay. Guess I'll have to go through this route with either Proto Man or base. This is amazing. I love this mini boss design. Oh boy. This may be a problem. Yeah, I was too low on life there. Yeah. One of my complaints of many Mega Classic games is only 2 checkpoints per stage. Sadly, this seems to follow that. I'd probably put the checkpoint in between that. This is showing how if they get hit by enough damage, they will dissipate. That could be worse. At least the antenna waves don't deal too much damage to me. Neat. You can even pick up enemies. This is how the super arm should have been. Pretty stage. Game introduction I think is okay to decent, but I'm just getting a bit overwhelmed by all the stuff here. I hope I hit a checkpoint. Also, I wish if there was a way to disable the normal slide shortcut. A detonator. I'm surprised we haven't seen that in the classic series yet. Teltenas. Oh, how I wish I had Rush Coil somewhere. What I'd probably do is darken the background a bit. At least I made it to the boss. See, I like all the stage gimmicks, especially this one, but... Well, I hope this fixed someone's internet. Definitely easier than Ghost Woman. That's the strange thing. Antenna Man was notably easier than his stage. So a bouncy weapon, and if two hit the same side, it'll have a ray like that. So to answer your other questions, Snivy, you have both a password system and a save game system. And now we can access the wily stages, but before I do that, I want some E-tanks. What else do we get? Exit utilities, shock guard, rush jet, rush coil, high-speed charge, power generator, energy balancer, and beat call. Seems about right. Now what's in here? The music suddenly sounds muffled. Oh, hello there, Yellow Devil. Oh, let me, I see, I need to get on top of him now. I think? I remember this from a different video. Yeah, I need to get used to this. I think the base and or Proto Man has an easier time with this. Yeah, Yellow Colossus Devil. I'm not sure if to say this is bad design yet. This is the first time I'm facing off against the boss. It seems foolish to say bad design or good design. And remember, from what I heard, this boss is not technically finished, so I don't think it's properly balanced against him. Keep in mind, from what I've heard, the Yellow Colossus Devil is not finished yet. That's what I mean. I don't think you're intended to face him with Mega Man. Hence why the jump gaps are 4 blocks wide. This is why I wish the normal shortcut for sliding is removed. Things like this keep happening. Yeah, that's his weakness. But in any case, let's get out of here. Alright, I'll play as the other characters now. Give me one moment. Now let's try out Proto Man on hard mode. So off the Spirit Woman stage. So here's Proto Man, jump, shoot, slide, charge shot, but he has a second level charge shot. Much bigger, but it costs 1 HP to do so. Much bigger, but it costs 1 more HP to do so. But it costs 1 HP to shoot it, so be careful. And here's all he gets. Compared to Mega Man, Proto Man does not gain special weapons. Instead, he gains special abilities, similar to Zero. So we have the dive kick. We can wall jump now. We also have double jumping. We have the Proto Shield, a better version of the Proto Shield in fact, because it stays up regardless of whether you jump or walk. Because it stays up regardless of whether you're jumping or standing still. In Mega Man Maker, for example, the Proto Shield is only up. The Proto Shield is only up if you're jumping. And now the mid-charge shot is also better, because it fires because it now fires a split shot. And I suppose the charge shot got an upgrade as well. So pretty much Proto Man is now Zero. And his regular slide has been upgraded to basically the charge kick at all times. I think he takes extra damage. I think he takes double damage from all enemies, though I'm not sure. And the regular charge shot pierces through enemy. And the regular charge shot actually pierces through enemies. Yeah, basically range 0. Or X with multiple armor upgrades. Or perhaps X with multiple armor upgrades. Yeah, definitely overpowered, but you're not supposed to have all these abilities by now. Probably by the end game. The main thing that balances it out is that Proto Man takes double damage, but that doesn't really mean much here. Hotspin on top of enemies? Let's see. Yes, you can. You don't bounce off of it though. You just grind through them. And this is not the charge kick, this is the flame kick. Proto Man's knockback is increased as well. If Proto Man is this powerful with all of his upgrades and if Proto Man is this powerful with all of his special abilities, how powerful is base going to be? And mind you, Proto Man doesn't have all of his upgrades yet either. Okay, these can act like Yellow Devils then. And that's how we get these. Or try to at least. What's up here? Fine with me. It's not really an air slide, it's more like a jump... It's more like a drop kick. It's not an air slide, it's a drop kick. Or, as it's called here, the dive kick. Yeah, long story short, Proto Man has overpowered all these special abilities. It's amazing. Do you have any other tricks up your sleeves? You're definitely faster. Yeah, I am. This is... If anything, this feels somewhat like a teaser for Magmal Episode 0. And the mid-charge shot pierces through enemy guards too. Well, that's one way of making the mid-charge shot more powerful, as Daibuman likes to usually point out. We'll see about that, Buster. I don't want to overhype myself. I've been burned too many times. Now what does he get by defeating Ghost Woman? Spirit Descent? Oh goody, he gets slow falling too. Now let's see what shop items he gets. Tree Time Shot, Core Fix, and Armor Fix. With those two upgrades, he basically becomes even more overpowered. I don't think it's slow falling true enemies though. Let's see. Oh, it is slow falling true enemies, it stacks with that. Okay. And it blocks enemy guards too. Well, at least the shield is very useful now. I'm still not immune to spikes though. Plus, Proto Man cannot gain the spike guard. Now let's see what's up over here. Oh. Still. Spikes are... In this mode, spikes are still the bane of my existence. I would love to play a fan game which is built around all these abilities. Which this fan game, if it's ever completed, probably will be at the end game. Oh. A demonstration of how if topspin was really good. Oh. You can actually just stand on top of them like that. Not exactly a silhouette Gokulus, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, he has wall jump. Pretty much he has every ability, pretty much he has almost every ability you want. If this game ever comes out, I'm definitely gonna let's play it. I'm having a blast. I don't know, this demo was released in 2017. I know their full BIOS for each of their own masters on the official site, but other than that, no word. It may come out. I'm hoping it does. Goodbye, Antenna Man. Probably gonna... I have the same hopes of this being released as Recharged. And by defeating him, we got Rebound Shot. Portman grows ever stronger. Now let's see if he can take on Colossal Yellow Devil. Yeah, he has a better shot. It hits like a truck, though. Again, this is why I wish the combo for sliding is disabled. It's so sensitive in this game. This is a complaint of several other fan games too. This is a complaint for several fan games, not just this one. Oh, almost there. Rebound shot is basically a rebound striker with bet. Rebound shot is basically tracking projectiles. One more round. Oh. Where are you going? Trying to crush me against the spikes, I see. And now in reverse. And now you're back to the left. One more. Have an E-tank, let's use it. There we go. So this marks the end of this demo, but there's one last thing to check, that being bass. And apparently this is built on top of the Mega Engine. Interesting. That explains why the physics feel so good. That explains why the physics and controls feel so good. Again, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, but it needs quite a bit more polish and work. No double jumping at base though. Dragon Bread, R Drill. I guess this is a good melee weapon then. It pierces through enemy guards and can drill right through terrain. While firing debris everywhere. Pushes me back a bit. Gemini laser, but good. Hello? Trying to access you. F-spray. So basically equivalent of the F-bubble. And the C-knife. And you can spam this. This looks amazing. So both Mega Man and Bass gain access to special weapons, while Proto Man gains access to new special abilities. However, Mega Man and Bass's special weapons are different. They have the same teaming and similar use cases, but they are different. They have the same teaming, but sometimes the use cases can be different. For example, with the R Drill being a piercing weapon. Now I just wish if there's an easier way to get out of this so I can get back to the menu. Yeah, I saw the patio, don't worry. I wouldn't say that, Francisco. Proto Man feels like a ranged version of Zero. In fact, I say Proto Man feels more like X, but with some of Zero's abilities rolled in. Whereas Mega Man is like classic Mega Man, and Bass is, I guess, like his original self, but maybe with some of... I guess Bass is like his original self too. Really, the character who feels the most different is Proto Man. The other two feel very recognizable. Then what does Bass get? 5-shot and double jump. Makes sense. Mega Man gains access to the most number of upgrades too in the shop. After all, neither Proto Man and Bass can gain access to the Spike Guard. And once again, thank you Des for providing both a password system and a save game system. As well as achievements, it seems. Apparently you can find it in the world somewhere. Must be one of those secret areas. So overall, I've enjoyed this demo. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, though it still requires quite a bit of polish and work, especially in Antenna Man stage, where some of the screens get a bit too busy. Perhaps darken the background a bit. Nevertheless, I'll be looking forward to the final product. This demo was decent. Well, I hope at least. I'll double check after the stream and see if they released any new details on Twitter. I'll check after the stream to make sure if they haven't posted any new details on Twitter or another social media site. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles! Alrighty then, one more game I'll be covering. Or two. Also, welcome to the stream, Zildak. Give me one moment, please, because I need to rework one of the restream chats. About as good as Wily Wanders Off. So, marginally better. When I say marginally, I mean barely. Alright, let's hope this works. Just making sure chat is appearing. It should be working. The right side is a bit cut off, sadly, because of limitations. Hold on. I need to decrease the side 1 bit. See, on OBS's side, it's not being cut off. What's happening is the text is a bit too big. Someone post something. Not quite, Francisco. Okay, that's better. Alright, let's hope for the best. All of these games will be individually cut into their own episodes. And let's tries.
Capcom.
Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome to my Let's Try of Mega Man Battle Network 3D Beta, although really should be said, oh, hang on, wait. Wait a minute. Sorry about that, I accidentally started the wrong version. Now this should work.
Capcom.
Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and welcome to my Let's Try of Mega Man Battle Network 3D's first... So without further ado, let's begin. Let's check the settings first. These will be my first impressions, so I apologize for any silly mistakes or false assertions I'll make. And for those wondering, this is literally Battle Network but in 3D.
Capcom.
It's not like Starforce. And I'd like to remind everyone this is a very early demo. So the graphics are very early versions. If anything, they're basically like placeholders. And many of the menu options don't work now. And many of the menu options don't work. Not really a remake, but a fan game. Not a remake, a fan game. So let's jack into the debug network. Starting off with Virus Busting 1. I want rolls, so I'll keep her. Here we go. Same rules as the original Battle Network. As you can tell, everything is a really early placeholder. As you can tell, everything is a really early placeholder. Apparently I can't get that about this. Music is awesome, but yeah, don't complain about the graphics. Don't complain about the graphics and music now. The devs know about this. So now the cannon combo. There's also some odd delay in between each of the actions that didn't exist in the original games. And it actually rates me too. I got a 6 there. I deserve that. A fishy situation. All these levels in the demo are different scenarios. Still got hit there, even though I destroyed it first. Yeah, these speeds are not authentic. It feels like the game is playing in slow motion. Ghostly mischief. And yet this game has more viruses than Endwave. Before I face off against Fireman, cannons and helmets. From what I've heard, the developers are busy with real life and other systems. Triple trouble. I like the baseline set here, but boy does it rough. Yeah, I keep forgetting that option of gun no soul. Most battleships work automatically once you fire them. Sadly, no life sword combo. Fencing with Swordy. I don't know, I always like dogs better. That Swordy looks bigger than what I expected. At least the 3D models look okay to decent. It's not the models themselves which I have problems with, it's the animations. Everything feels too slow and stiff. And apparently we have counter hits too. So that leaves the battle with Fireman. It doesn't really feel like a beta for the game, it feels like an early alpha. Let's trap Fireman. Ow. Seems like Fireman is not smart enough to go up there instead. Welp. What a way to finish this. GG, we defeated Fireman and he blew up and destroyed the entire network. I wouldn't put it
Capcom.
I wouldn't put it past Fireman to do that, by the way. Destroying the entire network. Yeah, unfortunately I don't know how to solve the chat being cut off issue. Wait, let me take another look at this. Oh, I see the problem. One moment. Better? Yeah, apparently OBS ties together two elements when it shouldn't. Alright, let's try defeating Fireman for the second time. I'm not gonna let him destroy the network before I defeat him. The joys of playing early alpha software. Oh, a new attack. Okay, every time I drop him down to this amount of HP, he crashes the game. He's literally a sore loser. Alright then. Yeah, whenever I drop him down to that HP level, he goes berserk. It's called World Tree. I know in the early games it can be a bit of a goofball organization, but in the later games not so much. So here are my overall thoughts. This is an early alpha build, by the way. This should not be called a beta. It's already quite rough around the edges, as you can see with the placeholder animations. The models themselves look fine. I like the initial selection of viruses and chips we have access to. So I'm looking forward to how this is going to be improved over the future. Perhaps open up the shop, change your upgrades for our net navies, and perhaps add in more networks for testing. And please fix the fireman encounter so it doesn't crash the game once you get him under 50 HP. Perhaps add in multiple AC/DC areas before you face off against fireman, perhaps a mini-boss encounter. I like how this game caught me a bit. This game kind of surprised me by including the Buster Rank system, as well as counter hitting. I thought this would only include stuff up until Battle Network 3, but apparently it's incorporating stuff from 4 and onwards. So as I said, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, but it needs more work, but it needs several more years of, but it needs a few more years of polish and work. Nonetheless, I'll be looking forward to it. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles! The reason why I'm surprised they implemented Buster Rank is because of how early a build this feels like. I thought they would save that for later. When I referred to stuff from future games, I was referring to stuff like counter hitting, not the Buster Rank. Sorry if I mixed up that. It is an integral mechanic, but I always consider Buster Rank to be one of the mechanics you'd add in after you polish up the main combat loop and responsiveness. But in any case, I'm looking forward to it. Hope the bugs are squashed. Any case, time for the last one. One moment, because I need to upgrade the chat size now. Don't worry, this chat size increase is intended. There we go. Much more readable chat. Greetings everyone, my name is Adderville, and welcome to my Let's Try of Mega Man Starforce Endwave version 1.2 demo. I did play an earlier demo for stage 2019, but this has added several new features. First and foremost, an actual stage. I'll be playing this on hard mode with difficulty shift on, starting with 8 stars. So let's go. Before we only had a selection of missions from a menu system. Before we only had a selection of a few battles from a menu system. But now we have an actual network to go through. Yeah, I get it. I'm turning it down. No, I know how to fight. Thank you for asking, unlike the original games. Seems like they changed out the victory music too. Shame, I like the original one more. That's nice. Yeah, we're in a junkyard. These enemies are a bit painful. These enemies are a bit annoying. I think I'll see. So, reappearing and so platforms that come apart. We even have shield attackers. Let's see, usually in order to use a shield, you have to press on the opposite side of the arena. No, I don't think we have the shield. Because when I hold left, it just locks onto the nearest enemy. And if you get hit by a shield attacker, you're sent back to the start of this area. You're sent back to the start of this section. Oh yeah, wait, you're right. Let's see. Yeah, we have the shield then. What are the official names of those disc scorpions? I wish the game actually told me the names of these viruses. Oh goody, I'm an S rank, so enemies are really fast now. Hitting them is, as you can see, a problem now. Well, Dustman was one of the original bosses in the Stage 2019 demo. But oof. Probably turning on difficulty shift was a bad idea. Yeah, this is not going well at all. And if you fail, you're sent back to the start. Let's try this again. In order to lock on, I need to be in front of the enemy. I need to be on the same row as the enemy. Yeah, give me a moment. I'm gonna have to turn down the difficulty. This is going way too fast. The joys of playing with the dynamic difficulty. You can increase. Currently, you can increase the dynamic difficulty more. You can increase the dynamic difficulty faster than you can decrease it. The devs may want to tweak that for a future version. Before I tried on hard mode, but I had the difficulty shift on. I'm turning it off so I don't get destroyed. And lo and behold, an actual network. I'll call it Dustman's network. No, I don't. Now I know everything I need. Time for the first battle. First battle again, that is. Also, you apply Freeze Plus before the battleship. That's a perfect name. I should have thought about that earlier. Sadly, I can't open up the menu. Oh, these scorpions. They were the bane of my existence in the first run. Hold left to lock on. And press C on the keyboard in order to shield. Again, if I was more skilled with this game, I would have played with difficulty shift on. Last time I got the Moai rock chip. Last time I got the Moai card. This time I got the Mad Vulcan. And our gimmick is literally a different version. And our gimmick is literally those forming blocks from Dustman's original stage, as Sylvian pointed out. Ouch. I'm sorry to hear that, Diamond Wolf. Take it up with the Devs Buster. That may have been a glitch. Oh, wait. I think there's a different reason, Buster. I had a different rank before picking it up. Maybe that would change things. I just wanted to double check and make sure I didn't miss anything there. And here come the shield attackers. We rarely have actual enemies in the overworld who can smack us around. So it's a welcome sight. Hence why I said it's a rare occurrence. I know we had it in Battle Network 6, but across the series, this is kind of a more rare occurrence. Sadly, all this standing is useless for now, until I can get a shop. Until I can find a shop somewhere. I thought that was leading off to somewhere else, but no, it was a trap. Oh wait, it actually dropped me over here. Oh wait, it actually placed me over there. Well, at least I don't take damage by falling. Depends on where you... I wouldn't do that, Buster. If you need to use recover, for example... If you need to use recover first, I don't want to prevent that. But for... And in this game, if you want to use stuff like Freeze Plus or Attack Plus 10, you have to use it before the chip. You have to use it before the card. In that case, sure, it makes sense. I agree with you. Please form faster. Oh goody, I need to wait for the timing to get corrected. if I don't stand on top of it, it's gonna prevent... Okay, I just need to stand on the last one in the series. I wish there was more viruses we could make. I wish there was more viruses we could fight here. What do we have here? Needle attack. I wonder why they're called trials, though. We didn't have to go to a trial to get it. It broke my... Apparently it broke through my... Apparently it broke the lock on. I suppose so. That may explain what... That may explain the different battle cards you get. That may explain the different battle cards you get from those. But it actually travels further. Wait a minute, that... Okay, that pattern actually changed a bit. It actually homes in on me a bit. I surely hope this is the right way. Wrong way. If I could see where I'm going towards, that'd be nice. Like an arrow. Or a sign. I think I have to go this way. Oh, there it is. Also, I'm also thankful that enemies can't spawn in while you're on top of those. Last time. Who wasn't expecting to be Dustman? This pre-boss team is awesome. I see, that means it'll pierce through the shield. Ow. True that. Goodbye, Dustman. A clumsy encounter, but it works. I got a 7 for that. It really feels like more like, it felt more like a 4 or 5. But he wasn't destroyed, he escaped. Interesting. I like this demo. I especially like how we have an actual stage to go through with a gimmick that's used throughout it, which takes heavy inspiration from the original gimmick from Dustman's stage. But Buster's right. The lock-on needs some improvement. If anything, I'd probably swap the command for lock-on and shielding. It feels a bit off. I feel the shielding should be left on the left. It should be left on the left arrow key, and the lock-on should be the C key. Of course, I can probably fix it in the controller menu myself, as you can see here. Basically, yeah, I just wish if there was an option to swap C and left. I wish there was an option to swap Y and left. In Starforce, wasn't it in the case where if you pressed back or pressed down, you would shield? I may be misremembering though. Like I thought lock-on was its own button. Alright. Misremembering it. In any case, I like the challenges here. I like the addition of new virus. It does force you to shield in several scenarios. And the boss fight, well, it was Dustman, same as before. I wonder though if Shine Diamond can be fought here too, because I saw an alternate route of those Dustman blocks that led to somewhere else, although I didn't find the end of that route. So good work with the updates, Trevguy. Although, if you're playing this for the first time, play on medium or hard mode and turn off difficulty shift. It's much easier to increase difficulty than to decrease it dynamically. And if you want to play on heck mode, good luck. If you're having a hard time, you can also change Mega Man's abilities, like the Buster Attack, Buster Charge, Buster Speed, and Super Armor. Especially the Buster Charge. I will come back to this game in the future, perhaps when another major update hits. I wasn't expecting to do 1.2 this soon, especially a few months after the last release, especially considering when the last release was. But I decided, why not? This game deserves more. But I decided, why not? This game deserves more attention. It certainly feels more polished compared to Mega Man Battle Network 3D, that's for sure. Although, what I would like next would be more types of viruses out there. And perhaps a shop system. I'm still impressed. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles! Thanks for watching the stream, viewers. And as a response to Buster, the reason why I don't remember it is because the last time I played Starforce was... Let me think about it. Gosh, the last time I played Starforce was over 10 years ago, and I only played the first Starforce game. But thanks for all the pointers. Alright, I'll see you all for tonight's stream, where I'll be covering Bombing Quest.